Hey guys, do you guys ever feel like, okay, real talk, do you guys ever feel like there's fucking idiots all around you and it's like sometimes you have to just kind of like pretend that it doesn't upset you or bother you on how stupid people can be? Like, for example, the expectations in this country with men and women, it's like the way the men talk about the women is so incredibly disgusting. It's like just because you have a different genitalia doesn't make you any wiser, any smarter, or anything, bud. Like, there's a lot of lesbians in Armenia. You'd be so fucking surprised. And it's no doubt or no reason. Like, forget about the transgenders, because the transgenders are on. Yeah, the transgenders are growing in Armenia, but I mean, look at that. It's like everyone wants to experience what it means to be female or to become feminine, just to exploit their own body. Because it's like the expectations here is be passive. If you're a woman, you must be passive and spread your legs. Look modest, get nose jobs, stay skinny, don't have a brain, work. And for what? These ugly ass men that don't even respect them. Let me tell you something. If you demand respect, you fucking give respect. Who are you otherwise? You know what I'm saying? And if you can't take the dirt, if you're gonna throw shit at people, you gotta receive the shit back too, honey. So, like, I know I've made so many videos in the past or in the summertime, me talking about how I'm asexual. I even made some last year in the winter, or early this year in the winter, about how I'm asexual, that I don't even feel any sexual attraction to people. I'm straight, obviously. But when you come to Armenia, it's like, ew, the men are disgusting. They don't know how to talk. They don't know courting. There's nothing there, okay? So, and then on top of that, like, there's this demand that, okay, so then the diasporans come here and it's like everybody just has sex with each other and it's everywhere. It's not just in Armenia, right? It's like everywhere, but I just don't want to be part of that. Okay, so for example, like, I'm at that point where if like I get hit on, like, my way to get them the so many of the local women, they've told me, they're like, Tala, like, honestly, keep weapons on you. Keep weapons in your house. Well, obviously, there's knives in my house, but get a gun or get pepper spray. Let me tell you, if I get a gun, I will use it. There will be a Holocaust. Would you want me to do? Because I know myself, and women get violated. And the problem is, it's because the women are not defending themselves. They don't have that power. They don't know what inner power is. They just believe they want to be powerful, they have to get nose jobs and fucking their lips done. This is like a new fad, getting their lips done and getting boob jobs and like, oh my goodness, looking like a Kardashian. Who fucking cares? Who fucking cares? And then there's these dumb guys who think I'm in that category, and then I get the Talar, you have so many opinions. Talar, why are you so strong? Talar, why do you think so much? Talar, 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 Talar. I have a brain. I use my brain. I don't dumb myself down. Well, actually, the only time I dumb myself down is when I need information from people. So, and then I walk away. So, life alone is so much better. And I'm very strategic. Like, I strategically plan shit. And so when you hear me talk about things, it's because I'm passionate about certain things. And when I'm double-crossed or I'm exploited or someone else is, I'm going to keep fucking talking and talking and talking and talking until people can't fucking take it anymore and somebody stands up, because I cannot be the one to always fucking stand up against all these injustices and all these organizations that pretend like shit doesn't happen and they are not part of it, because they are. They all got their fucking dirt. And then there's this is not North America, this is Armenia, but you rely on North Americans to come here and do their bidding. You rely on North Americans to come here and move here so that they can help the locals and maybe start a good life. You rely on Russians. Russians are pretty open-minded compared to Armenians, especially the females. You rely on Europeans. It's also, I don't have a North American mentality. I have a talar mentality, which is me incorporating my own values as a woman based off what I believe is right and wrong. My family is very traditional in a sense that they believe men are above women, and that's fucking wrong. Even though my mom always pretended to be the strong one in the family, and she still does, and she wants to be the boss, but she's not actually internally strong. She just shows she is, and I'm the opposite of her. Because I do things on my own, and she's never been an independent woman. She says she is, but she always needs people to help her, like her kids, you know? And so because I left her in her situation, and she expects me to kiss her bum, which is never gonna happen, I do my own thing. And it's not that I'm disrespecting my mother, it's just go watch my videos to understand where I come from. But my old videos, how they're very Islamophobic, but they're exactly like fanatical Muslims, and they treat me like fucking shit. But anyways, it's just amazing, and I don't care to change it. Last I remembered, in Armenian history, the women were stronger than the men, both physically, both emotionally, both even through their powers. The Armenian cultural goddesses were fucking strong. Okay? Then they changed it to, oh, they're all loving and they're all warrior goddesses. Then they changed them to all loving with partners and whatever, and they tried to make the power of a woman to be all, you know. Listen, I'm all about, if you want to marry, you marry. If a woman wants to be, you know. But at the end of the day, if you're going to be a woman, a strong woman would never, ever allow a man to disrespect her. And you are training, you are teaching the man when you stand up for yourself that, for example, when that guy came in here with his Azeri friend and they were renovating and I had to fucking pay for it. And when I say pay for it, I'm not just talking about financially. I'm talking about them putting their dirty ass fucking pants on my bed. Them fucking taking 1 month to do goddamn one fucking week small washroom because Birthright Armenia staff are assholes. And they're doing all these organizations for free. And Talat has to pay for it 3 times more expensive because, no one's allowed to talk about it. But I'm going to keep exposing you, and that's another topic over there, okay, Birthright Armenia? So, and they claim they're all women's rights and women's support. Really, because I've had to fucking defend myself on my own, even against you, and you guys are all silent and lie and keep silent and reverse shit. The truth comes out, honey. The truth comes out. So that guy and his Azeri friend, that guy's son, his name is, and then it doesn't end there because, like, so his son, his name is Artyom Giragosyan. Okay, the guy who was doing the renovation of my washroom with his stupid Azeri friend that I never invited. And his son, he's a tattoo artist. And he was telling me, like, on the first few nights of his work, when he came out of nowhere, I didn't ask about it. I don't even care. He's telling me on his own how, last night I went to a strip club. I was drinking and I kept calling my son at 2 a.m. while he's in bed with his wife. And I'm telling him, leave your bed, leave your wife, come to the strip club. And he goes, I kept calling until he shows up or he answers the phone. And he goes, his wife kept calling my wife and saying, why is my husband's father calling? Why is your husband calling my husband saying, come to the strip club? Do you know how disrespectful that is? Do you know how that shows me how disrespectful he is to not only his wife, but to his own daughter-in-law? And then I'm not saying a thing. This guy is here. His son brought him here to fix my fucking washroom and floors, which, by the way, Birthright Armenia should have been doing, because Khachik and Khachik's father, they came here to do shit, and they wanted all this money, and the guy had no experience, and they fucked up my doors. For 1 month, my doors were messed up. The doors wouldn't shut. He scratched all my floors, and let alone, all of a sudden Birthright Armenia is renovating for free all these apartments and organizations and houses, getting volunteers to renovate for free, when I had to not only pay 3 or 4 times for people to come here, but each one of them tried to sexually assault me, and I had to get the fucking police involved. And where was Birthright Armenia during this time? Where was Birthright Armenia staff during this time? As a narcissistic organization, they're trying to look all pretty, like nothing is happening. But Talar can get abused. Talar is negative. So anyways, let me tell you something. You're going to continue to be exposed. I still have till now your volunteers that find me on their own. They find me through my YouTube channel. They connect with me. People from the past, they connect with me. And these new people that come, they always tell me, oh my God, it would be an honor to meet you. Can I meet you? I've heard so much about you. People from Yerevan, people from here, they still talk about me because they know I helped them start their businesses. How can they forget about someone like me? How could you? You don't. So this Artem Giragosyan is telling me how he's trying to call his son, which his son was Varanal. Back in 2019, Berj and Sona, Berj was the one before Khachik, the guy before Khachik, and I'm there present, get a phone call with Sevan from Yerevan calling, Mink talarin araznere shat lav gutidenk, Mink talara shat lav kords gane, talara shat lav achchiknerung bashbane. Damn straight Talare always protects the girls. So obviously, you're nowhere to be found because Talar is the one that always protects the girls. So who's going to protect Talar? Absolutely fucking no one, right? Absolutely fucking no one. And so I got to look like the crazy person with the big mouth always. So these guys come here, and that's why Hovel, which is Artyom's son, the tattoo artist, brought his father because you guys fucked up. And I didn't know his father is a fucking psychopath. I remember I was talking to Sona, and she's like, we don't know anybody that could renovate, before the volunteers come to your place. And then all of a sudden I said, okay. She's like, you're going to have to find someone. And I'm like, okay. So they knew that I'm very, hefty in terms of weary on who comes to the house, because a lot of Armenian men from this country, they see me and they go they get hard on like no tomorrow. Okay. So obviously, as Artyom, is talking the way he's talking about his own daughter-in-law, oh, it's normal. He's a man. These are normal things. We go to strip clubs. He's going to try shit on me too. Of course. It's a given, right? So Sona, before these events were even happening, Sona says, we don't have anyone. Out of nowhere, an hour later, I get a phone call from Khachik. How he got my number, I don't know. Khachik calls me. My father has experience. We'll come renovate the place. Yalla, son ki a gun. It took the fucking guy, his father, 6 hours to change a front doorknob. Okay. He came to install 3 doors. He installed a toilet that took him literally 12.5 hours just to install a fucking toilet. Okay. He put in 3 doors. He broke down the wall 5 times. Khachik is watching everything. He's even telling his father, you're installing it wrong. It's uneven. After that, it all fell down in his hand. They had to break the wall 3-4 times. I couldn't take it anymore. I paid the man. And he's saying, you gotta pay more. Then they're arguing, no, you need more money from her. You see what he's doing to my fucking doors. For 1 month, my doors were open. I got so angry, and he's wanting more money. Khachik is telling his father to get more money. Okay. So, I recorded it. So then I remember. So the point of me making this video is that it's just like, whether you're a single person or you're an organization or you're a staff member in an organization, if you're going to not be accountable for disrespect that you're giving, be prepared to receive dish in return, because I'm no one's slave. I am not entitled to give you respect if you're disrespecting me or if I'm being harassed or if there's an abuse involved. So I'm going to scream and shout even though that's not what I want, because I'm a very naturally honorable person. But if I have no choice and it means to that, I'm going to keep speaking up and publicly making videos like this and even directing at Birthright Armenia, because till now I haven't still got an apology. They keep staying silent, and I still have people, volunteers that are coming. The very interesting part is a lot of these people who do this believe in karma, or so they say they do, and it's like a lot of the karma will come directly to their own children, specifically their own kids, or very important matters to their own heart. So, you know, I'm naturally I honor and respect energy and that which comes with it. But by all means, I also believe that there's a counterpart in a sense that I'm going to put you in your fucking place, you know, and that's my power speaking. That's me speaking. I'm not entitled to put up with shit while you take all the bait and look like you're a great person and I'm the problem, because that's not the truth. Things must be assessed for what they are and the truth. Anyways, I've been thinking about for quite some time, probably over like 2 years now, maybe doing like a project. It's not 100% sure, but something in the future works. In Gyumri or even Armenia in general about asexuals, because there's a lot on LGBT and there's transgender groups. Everybody has a group at this point, except witches and asexuals, which they probably think is a mental problem because everybody believes being sexual is very normal when that's not the case. That is not the case. If someone doesn't want to be sexually active, it's very healthy and normal as well, you know? So I wish you guys all the best, honestly. And I know I'm a very passionate person and I talk with a lot of strength.